Hello, good afternoon, guys. Join us, join us. How are you guys doing this afternoon? Oh my goodness, I'm feeling so exhausted. I've been busy and I had to step out today to go to the bank, and I feel quite drained, but I knew I had to come on here and do a live video because we have a few things to talk about. Welcome, guys, to this live video. If you watch later on, give it a thumbs up and share, please. If you're watching on YouTube, as you can tell, my YouTube channel is new. You're very welcome. Make sure you subscribe and put on the notification button so that you will see, you'll be alerted anytime we put up a new video. So, guys, we have something exciting to talk about. You know that last night I put it up on my Facebook page that the two bills have been voted upon. Remember that President Biden wanted to do the immigration reform, right? We're serving the hot tea, so I will be taking some delicious sips from time to time. So permit me. All right, guys. Former President, according to current President Joe Biden, former President Trump dismantled the immigration system, and so President Joe Biden wanted to, reform the system. He came up with a very comprehensive immigration reform bill. That's the U.S. Citizenship Act 2021. Oh, hello, Amma. Poku, you're so very welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I don't see you on here, but for some reason you're on here. Well, thank you so much for joining. Guys, so President Joe Biden brought up the U.S. Citizenship Act 2021. It's such a comprehensive and such a big bill. It contains so many goodies for immigrants. Unfortunately, people were not happy about it. Okay, so what they decided to do was to pass a piecemeal, a couple of piecemeal legislations. I went into extensive detail. We talked about the HR6 and the HR1603. The HR6 concerns the Dreamers, and then the Dream and the Promise Act, and then the HR1603 concerns the Farm Workers Act. I discussed what these bills mean. We went into, we talked about the sections and, the details of the bill about 2 days ago. The videos are right there on my page, so you can go back to it if you missed it. But HR6, as I said, is for the Dreamers, and then the Promise Act. The Promise Act is for the TPS and the DED, and then the Farm Workers Act is the HR1603. So yesterday, the two standalone bills, they came up on the floor of the House. And as you know, Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution gives mandate to Congress to pass federal laws. They have the authority to make laws. And so whatever law, so let's backtrack. A bill is simply a proposal. It's not a law. And if you want it to be a law, you need to, take it to the House to be voted upon. After being voted upon by the House of Representatives with 435 members, the Senate needs to then vote upon it. 100 members in Senate, and it always has to pass by a majority vote. Okay, well, thankfully the Democrats have majority votes in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. House of Representatives, as you know, 435 people, and then the Senate is 50-50. It's actually split 50-50, but we have Kamala Harris breaking the tie, making it 51 in Senate. So now the issue is the two standalone amnesty bills have been passed in the House. However, it has to go through Senate, and that's where the challenge is. So, guys, let's talk about the Senate issue. As you know, when a bill comes up in Senate, it has to be voted upon, and usually it has to be voted upon, and we need 51 votes. However, there is a procedural hurdle that has been implemented by practice. It's not in the U.S. Constitution. It's known as the filibuster. The filibuster is a tool that a filibuster is actually just rooted in, the concept that when a bill comes up in Senate, the senators can, a senator can have a debate, a continuing debate, an endless debate on the topic in order to block a vote, to block the bill from being voted upon. So when a senator sees that he there's a bill and he's not in favor of that bill, what he does is he can stand up, follow the procedures, give them notice, and then stand up and start talking. You can talk for 23 hours, 24 hours, 30 hours. You can just continue talking just to prevent the senators from voting upon the bill. So that's known as the filibuster. And to overcome a filibuster or to defeat a filibuster, what you need is the whole House, the Senate, 60 votes. 60 senators to say that, look, we need a cloture, we need to end the filibuster and actually vote upon the bill. Okay, so to get the cloture, that's when you need the 60 people to vote and say that, look, just end that debate and let's vote upon the real bill. So that's the challenge here. To be able to overcome the filibuster, Democrats would need 10 extra votes from the Republicans, and it's going to be tough. So let's look at what happened actually on Capitol Hill yesterday. I'm going to give you all the legal scoop. Yes, I have my tea here. I'm serving it really hot and creamy. Guys, I'm going to be giving you some figures and some numbers. It's really exciting stuff. Let me just say hello to the people here. Olamide Adibayo says hello. Thank you so much again for joining us. I'm very happy that you're here with us. Mayu says hi. Hello, Mayu. Where are you watching from? Guys, thank you for joining. Janet David says hi, Attorney Akua, looking lovely as usual. Thank you so much for the compliments and thank you for joining. Guys, just waiting on my turn to call. I hope soon. Sure, Janet, we will be waiting to serve you. We can't wait. This is what we love to do. So yes, give us a call when you are ready. All right, guys. So just drop me a comment, show me some love. You can drop the flag of the country you're from originally. Let me see where you guys are actually from. I see some interesting, lovely names, so I'd like to know. All right, guys, let's get back to the figures. So we have the HR 6, which is the Promise and the Dream Act. Yesterday the vote was quite interesting. I analyzed these votes legally, and 228 to 197 for the Dreamers and the Promise Act. And that was quite interesting. 228, we just had 9 Republicans vote in favor of the Dream and the Promise Act. I found that really, really interesting. Just 9. Oh my goodness. These are people who came here, the Dreamers, as young people, and it was through no fault of theirs, and their parents brought them here, and then they are now out of status, So I would have thought that the Republicans were going to say that, oh my goodness, these are kids. They have nothing to do with these things. But, they a lot of them simply didn't care because they clearly did not vote in favor of. We just had 9 Republicans for the HR 6, that's the Dream and the Promise Act. And it's astounding because I thought that people were, more sympathetic towards the people, the DACA people, the Dreamers, the people that came here as kids and had nothing to do with their, illegality or, so to speak, their illegality. So that's very eye-opening and quite disturbing. So now let's take a look at the Farm Workers Act. The vote was, that's the HR 1603. The vote was 247 to 174. And we had 30 Republicans that voted in favor of the farm workers. And this is also very revelatory because what it shows is that these people are more concerned with, remember, the farm workers are the people that were feeding America during the pandemic. And so they're more concerned with that, the impact of farm work and the impact on the economic atmosphere of the US. They think that it makes sense to legalize these farm workers, or these agricultural workers, and then be able to empower America to feed America. So for them, this is more important. So if for them the farm workers being legalized is more important because it looks like they had our backs during the pandemic, and also they just simply want us to reduce reliance on other countries or or imports on our food. So I guess this is how these Republicans are reasoning. And I was honestly shocked when I took a look at the numbers, that the Republicans, 30 of them voted in favor of the Farm Workers Act, and then just 9 of them voted in favor of the Dreamers and then the Promise Act, the TPS and the DED. It's just really amazing. Wow. So, this is definitely going to be tough in the Senate. I mean, with these kinds of votes, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm keeping my ears on the ground. I'm following very keenly. I'm analyzing, I'm studying, I'm just looking at what's happening for the sake of many of my clients that are in some of these situations. However, I will tell you, this is not legal advice, but if you qualify for something, just go ahead and file it. If you don't know what you qualify for, that's why I'm here. I can analyze your situation. I can take a look at your immigration history, and then we can look at it with a fine-tooth comb and see what went wrong and what we can do in order to rectify, whatever situation you find yourself in. If there's a solution, usually, but sometimes it's actually very helpful even knowing what your legal options are, that okay, well, you cannot do this again. Sometimes depending on the type of immigration benefit you've applied for, you will be stopped or you will be prevented from applying for certain types of immigration benefits. So you need to understand all those things and the dynamics, and that's what I'm here for. I represent clients all over the US, and I handle all types of U.S. immigration law matters, so I'll be happy to assist you. Call me on 802-7800-564. But yeah, let's just go back on some final things, thoughts about this whole thing. Serving this creamy hot legal tea, guys. So the vote yesterday, it was exciting when the news broke that they had voted in favor of these 2 standalone immigration bills, amnesty bills. As you know, they're trying to do the piecemeal legislation, but it's still, it's still not the best of news, because we still need to deal with Senate, and hopefully that passes. But even though, even if these 2 bills pass, it's still not comprehensive enough, because it's just going to cover about 4.5 million people, beneficiaries, undocumented immigrants. And some reports, the Migration Policy Institute, some of them are saying, and some other organizations are saying, that the figure is around 3.5 million people. Some are saying 4.5 million people, but whatever, it's an estimation. So there's going to be an extra 7 million people that will be undocumented. I don't know what they're going to do with them. This is why you have to still keep preparing. Just get ready for the amnesty. Okay, just in case that it's passed, or just in case that there's any news concerning that, you will be ready. We need to start gathering your FOIA. That's the Freedom of Information Act. That is the act that empowers anybody, whether documented or undocumented, to be able to request information from the government. It's a technical process, because your attorney needs to speak with you and needs to know, what has been your past with immigration, and then she'll decide where exactly we need to file this FOIA request, because there are multiple agencies, oh my goodness. Agnes, Mami, Abna. Hey girl. So happy to see you on here. Thank you so much for joining, and you're so very welcome to this live video. You guys stick with me. I'm almost through. We are almost through with this discussion, and the people, the pessimists are saying that, look, this voting upon these bills in the House is nothing new. 2019, apparently, there was also a vote and in favor of an immigration bill, and it was 7 Republicans, the 237 votes. So that's the number of people, the number of representatives that voted in favor of the immigration reform bill in 2019. Also in 2013, there was another type of votes that came up. So this is, it's nothing new. We're just waiting for the next steps to see how very exciting this will prove to be. Let's see what happens. We're hoping for very good news. We just have to keep our fingers crossed. Now to your assignments, guys. Remember, you have to reach out to your senators now. Tell them, like, look, guys, vote yes for us. We have 100 senators. Each state has 2 senators. So your state, you have 2 senators for your states. That makes it 100 because we have 50 states in the US. And so you need to reach out to your senators and tell them, please vote please vote yes, not 2. Please vote yes. We need to have these bills passed. And then hopefully they're going to listen to you. And we're going to see the immigration reform. And another problem is that apparently there's a border crisis. Like, everybody's trying to come into the US because they've heard that Daddy Joe Biden is giving some amnesty. He's more relaxed, and so everybody wants to come, and so they are leveraging upon that as a border crisis. And the Republicans are pushing back and say that no, this is just going to fill our country with a lot of illegal immigrants because we're rewarding them for their illegality, according to them. But let's see how all of this plays out. I will be keeping you guys informed. Guys, like my page and give me a thumbs up and share my videos and share my just follow my page and give me your support. I really appreciate it so far. And I don't know what I would have done without you awesome followers. Well, thank God it's Friday. I have to leave you guys. This was just a quick chat. I just dropped in to give you the scoop and the legality on what's happening on Capitol Hill. Just stay tuned. Guys, that's the tea I brought to you this weekend. So we will speak again soon. Take care of yourself and stay safe, stay warm. Janet Davis says she's from Jamaica. Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting. That's great to hear, Janet. Really enjoy having you here. All right, guys. So have a wonderful weekend. Just be good. Spread some love. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.